The leader of the opposition remains unwavering in his assertion the Minister for Housing applied for tourism concessions under legislation that expired after the completion of the Cricket World Cup. Speaking at a press conference on Friday, he repeated previous statements pointing to relevant documentation such as cabinet decisions and the letter of application as proof of his claim. He says the evidence is irrefutable.
Mr. Richard Frederick attempted to secure concessions for two villas which had already been sold. B. His cabinet colleagues were initially persuaded to agree to his scheme. C. Senator Alan Chasney knowingly participated in the efforts to assist Mr. Frederick to secure concessions. And D. Mr. Frederick attempted to use his office for personal gain and benefit.
The opposition leader also responded to questions raised about the separate dealings of two prominent business personalities in the World Cup concessions row and the alleged sale of shares of an acclaimed hotel. In both instances, Dr. Anthony claims the businessmen in question did nothing unusual, especially in the case of the Aquabella World Accommodation concessions, which were reportedly granted on April 10, 2006.
The St. Lucia Labour Party was voted out of office on December 11, 2006. 8 months later. Surely, if Mr. Ramjatan used his concessions for the wrong purposes, then it was the duty of the Minister of Tourism to take the appropriate action against him. Like a typical little boy who has been spurned, Richard Frederick seeks to question my presence at Mr. Ramjatan's housewarming. Mr. Frederick is really very petty. The function was attended by his Prime Minister.
The opposition leader also had a riposte for a supposed deal under the former regime with a company called UNIC for geothermal exploration. Richard Frederick claims the deal is so fraught with contractual entanglements and legal implications that it has derailed the country's renewable energy campaign. Dr. Anthony counters the current administration's lack of competence and vigilance in appropriately accessing the technical channels for prompt resolution is responsible for stymieing the process.
Minister Frederick has been attending numerous regional and international meetings on renewable energy. He routinely picks up his per diem and ticket, attends the opening ceremony, disappears to his room and returns in deathly silence. The last such meeting was in the company of CARICOM colleague ministers of energy in Nevis, July 1st to the 3rd. His aggression and bravado is only for domestic consumption. He has not uttered a word in support of St. Lucia's renewable energy development at these meetings.
Dr. Anthony has refuted claims of another legal conundrum created by an agreement signed during his term as Prime Minister. The deal was inked with a company called RSM for exploration of oil off the coast of St. Lucia. The opposition leader charges the agreement was vetted by a reputable organization, the Commonwealth Secretariat.